Gangstas. So it is a half moon in Gemini, and I feel with that energy, Gemini is represented by the Lover's card in tarot, right? The Lover's card originally meant like big life-altering decisions, things that will change your life forever, right? Which is crazy that, it's in the middle of the lunar cycle, right? Because when I think of it, I think of numerology as well. Numerology it goes from numbers 1 through 9, it's single digits typically. So the number 5 in numerology, right, is kind of like that median number, right? And so 5, right in the middle of a cycle, represents challenges, changes, transitions, life-altering, like experiences, things that completely change the trajectory of your life. So that's kind of where I'm feeling that we're at right now in your cycle, in our collective cycle, right? So let's see who you are, what messages you need to hear, what's coming towards you, what you're moving away from, all that kind of stuff. Let's find out. Crop circles, messages, curiosities, and signs. You might be noticing a lot of synchronicities at this time, like things kind of lining up or adding up. We have Andromedans, manifestation, free will, autonomy. I like this because it feels like the direction that you're being pulled towards is one where you feel ultimate freedom in who you are and what you want, right? With manifestations too, it does indicate that there is something very specific on your mind that you are drawing into your world, right? Something you want in your world. Then we have my favorite card in this deck, Taotians. Resilient, bold, and sassy. Okay, look at that energy. Just appreciate for a second the beauty of this card. Okay, I love it. If I had a spirit animal, that's probably it. Yeah, so I love this too because it's kind of like when you're resilient, bold, and sassy, you're in a mindset of, I will not accept less than what I feel I am worth, right? And honestly, I feel like nobody really accepts less than what they feel that they're worth, right? What you accept in life indicates what you feel you are worth. So, but in this case, I feel that you highly value yourself, right? You know what you want in life. You know the kind of dynamics you want in life. You know what you're seeking, right? What you want to feel in life. I love it. So we're going to use my Nefertari deck because it's shiny and I love it. Okay. And it has my eyeball on it. That's crazy. Matching tattoos. Just kidding. I mean, it does, but also, let's see. What do you need to hear at this time? What are you manifesting? I feel like the synchronicities are really lining you up with your manifestations at this time. There's a lot of symbolism in these cards too. I feel like you should really pay attention to the symbolism around you, right? There could be even like street signs and stuff that you notice that kind of stand out to you, and I feel like that's your higher self like drawing your attention to that. So pay attention to the synchronicities in the signs that you see, right, day to day. For me, a lot of what I get is through numbers and numerology. I feel that we all do, and but not everyone is privy to understanding numerology and how numbers, are signs from our higher self. I feel that your higher self will always direct your attention to what it is you're seeking, right? So what are you manifesting? One more. Yay. Sorry about that. Quick little interlude. Anyway, I'm gonna reshuffle because I had to pause and I want you guys to know I ain't flipping cards while you ain't looking. So, let's see. Alrighty, so what are you manifesting? Very interesting. So, put your energy where it belongs in this story. We have the Queen of Cups, right? The Queen of Love. And this is in regards to what you're manifesting, whether it's male, female, whatever, does not matter. Gender's not really a thing in tarot. It's all about the energy that you're sitting in. You know, are you using more of the left or right side of your brain? Right? That's how I like to summarize like the masculine, feminine, the artistic, spiritual, like philosophical side versus like strategic, logical, leadership side. You know, we all have both sides in us, right? So what you are attracting though is somebody who is sitting in this energy, this divine feminine energy. She's got a child in her lap, very maternal. All right, so this is somebody who is very loving. This is somebody who is very mature, right? Somebody who's very wise. Somebody who's coming from a place of authenticity and genuine, just very sincere, right? We have the Hanged Man too, feeling like there's obstacles or there's like a challenge in this manifestation. And that challenge with the King of Wands in reverse indicates like having to speak some kind of truth or communication. There could be a challenge in regards to communication. With the King of Pentacles in reverse, I do see that there's this energy of feeling like something is like missing, or feeling like, you know, you've had to let go of a lot in life. And I feel that that could also be a challenge for you at this time. However, I do see the Hermit in reverse, right? Virgo energy showing up. And this indicates to me that you are going to be stepping out of your comfort zone, right? You're going to go into the unfamiliar. You're going to be, you know, perhaps socializing more, putting yourself in situations or, you know, that will allow you to break from the mundane, right? Break away from all that, like, tedium of the day-to-day stuff. So, how can we resolve this communication issue, right? That's, I feel, important to know. Alright? because that is the main obstacle here. That's like all the cards. Hold on. There's a lot of advice for you, but I'm not going to pull that many cards. So let me reshuffle. Sometimes the cards like to go way ahead, and I'm like, bro, slow down. Gotta take the messages one at a time. Okay, so let's see. How can we resolve this communication issue? You know, it's like Timon said, you gotta put your past in your behind. I'm just kidding. Let's go with what Rafiki said. Put the past behind you, right? With the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords is letting old narratives, old dynamics, old everything, like old cycles to be completed, right? To stop entertaining things that don't fit with the life that you're trying to build for yourself. With the Six of Wands, too, attentiveness is part of your advice here, right? Six of Wands is about, you know, like getting recognition, getting acknowledgement. It's about attentiveness. And so I feel that like your attentiveness will give you more answers in regards to what you should do next, right? Listen to your intuition, listen to what you feel compelled to do. It's going to push you in the right direction. Like I said before, put your past in your behind. I'm sorry. That scene from The Lion King keeps coming to mind. Maybe you like The Lion King, I don't know. But then we have the Six of Swords. And this is really walking away from all that doesn't serve you, right? This is walking away from the superficial, the skin deep connections, the things that really mean nothing to you, and really giving your full assing your attention toward the things that you actually do desire, right? Towards the things that actually do bring fulfillment and happiness into your life. Things that make you feel like you're at home, right? We have the Five of Wands in reverse, and I do see the ending of conflict here. If you have like a past person who tries to bring conflict into your life, or they try to bring some kind of drama, competition, or whatever, I do see you getting to a point of being so non-responsive to that it kind of fades out. It fizzles out. You know, it's like they feel that they can't move you through that. And I really think that's admirable. With the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, I see you releasing the things that don't come through for you, right? Releasing the things that bring no value into your life, things that don't match your energy or don't match your effort. Sorry. We have the Six of Cups in reverse. I do see you forming a connection with somebody who is not from your past, somebody who is new, somebody that you don't have that kind of history with. And we have 666 that came out in a row, right? Six of Swords, Six of Wands, Six of Cups. And in numerology, 666 is actually a good number, right? The Catholic Church bastardized it into something else, right? But if we look at the original, like, papyrus, you know, the number of the beast is actually not 666. But whatever, that's a different conversation for a different day. 666, though, is about material gain, resourcefulness. This is about, you know, leveling up, perhaps even, you know, getting a promotion of some kind. We have the Emperor in reverse. This could also be like I want to clarify the Emperor in reverse, actually. I don't want to just throw out what I feel about it. I want to clarify it first. Now we have the Emperor in reverse with the Two of Swords. So yeah, there could be like a masculine person who sees you as some kind of competition, or is like, it's like they're very immature, right? With the Five of Wands in reverse, I don't feel that you're entertaining it, but you're aware of it, right? That somebody may view you as some sort of competition, but you see them as very immature, right? You see them as being dramatic, or you see them as being fire starters. And I don't mean that in like the literal sense, I mean that in like the spiritual sense, right? Like they just want to see chaos, you know, like narcissistic, right? Like you could be dealing with a narcissist. Narcissism is predominantly masculine, like because it lacks empathy. The divine feminine is more of that empathic energy. So if you were dealing with a narcissist, I do see this guardedness against them, right, with the Two of Swords. If you were to look at the Rider-Waite deck, the Two of Swords is like a woman, and she's got a blindfold on, and she's got two swords crossed over her heart, right? And it's kind of like creating this these walls, right, to not allow this individual to penetrate, right? They're not able to harm you. They're not able to hurt you. They're not, you know, their words mean nothing anymore. It's like they stop affecting you, right? Because you're not vulnerable to them in that way. In fact, it looks as though you have shifted your attention, because you're sitting in the King of Cups energy, right? And we started out with the Queen of Cups. So the King and Queen of Cups are divine counterparts. These are soulmates, right? They're meant for each other. They're both in this state of having worked on themselves, having filled their own cups. They're, you know, like, you're the King and Queen of Love. You know, they've had to start with themselves. They had to give themselves love. They had to nurture themselves. They had to heal themselves. They grew. They matured. They did the work that was necessary. Right? Oh, and I wanted to go back to my original point where I said that narcissism is masculine. It is masculine, but not divine masculinity, right? It's not, it's like toxic masculinity, right? Which we also find a lot of females to be in as well. You know, it's not predominantly men. It's, you know, it could be anybody. So going back to that, just for a clarifier on that. And if you notice, like, the King and Queen of Cups are looking at each other, right? It's like their attention is on each other. It's like that's where the focus is going. This could also be like if you have a karmic connection with a past person, right? A narcissist, for example, then that could explain why, like, if they're feeling that you are connecting with somebody or that you are releasing from their hold on you, then they might try, different tactics, or they might try, just to, like, just to get reactions out of you, or try to, like, manipulate you in some kind of way. So, King of Cups. Yeah, you're moving on. So you have the Magician in reverse, right? This is the card of disillusionment, like seeing a person for what they are, seeing the situation for what it is, seeing how, like, it's like you see their manipulation tactics. You see what they're doing. And that's also why it's not moving you. And it's, in fact, it's repelling you, right? It's repulsive to you to see, because you know that there's better out there. You know that there are people that aren't going to be like that, right? With the Eight of Cups, it looks like you did invest a lot of time and energy and effort into that connection, but I do see that you've walked away from it, or you're walking away from it. With the Death card, Scorpio energy, it shows me that there's finality, right? There's a completion of this cycle. It's like Anubis has rained judgment on your situation and is like, hell no, you ain't doing this no more, right? With the Chariot card, Cancer energy, you are moving on, moving up, moving forward, moving out maybe, but there's movement. And I see that this is like a very positive move for you. I see that you're moving in the right direction. You're moving in a direction that resonates with your soul, that resonates with your higher knowing. Oh shit, dog. Oh my gosh. Alright. We have the Tower in reverse. This is Mars energy in reverse. So this is rebuilding your life. This is, building better foundations, stronger foundations. This is, tearing apart the old. Well, it's already come apart. It looks like you've already walked away from your past situation. It's like there might be like resonating whatever, but I feel that you're just like over it. You want something that's going to be fulfilling. And with the Nine of Cups, I do see wish fulfillment. I do see you getting that. I do see that being very possible for you. With the Lovers card, Gemini energy, Lovers is major arcana love, right? And what's dope about this too is Gemini is represented by the twins in tarot, or in astrology, I'm sorry. And so when I think of this, right, major arcana, life altering, life changing, especially with the King and Queen of Cups, divine counterparts, right, kingdom spouses, if you will. It looks as though you could be connecting with somebody that you have a deep spiritual or soul tie to, right? It's almost like you've been looking for this. You've been looking for it in all the wrong people, right? In all the wrong packaging. But I see that you're finding it. I see that it's coming into your world, right? You're manifesting it. And it feels very mirrored. They could be manifesting you as well. It has the Ankh on his leg here. I don't know if you can see it. It's this little symbol here. The Ankh represents like the key of life, right? And so I feel that this is a key to a new life, right? It's kind of like redemption for all that you've had to go through, all that you've had to experience, all the anxiety, all the worry, all that. It's like you're going to be embracing like sweet relief. You're gonna experience like what actual trust and love and connection really is, and you're gonna understand that it's very different from the narcissistic connection that you have experienced in the past. Alright, anything else that you need to know? We have the King of Swords, alright? The King of Swords is the king of cutting shit off. And this card keeps exposing itself in my deck. So I feel, and it's funny, all the other cards are, facing down, but this one. And I feel that it's drawing my attention on purpose. So I'm pulling it. It's a Four of Swords, right? The Four of Swords is relaxing. It's getting your rest. It's taking care of yourself. It's focusing on bettering your energetic field, right? It's raising your own personal vibration and doing what's right for you. With the King of Swords too, this is also that, right? It's being able to be strong and to say what you don't want in your life, right? To cut off anything that is out of alignment with you. This is being stern in your decision making. This is being very thoughtful in the actions that you take, right? Like you're not going to just be impulsive. You're going to be doing things in accordance to what feels right for you. You're living your truth, right? Swords is about that. It's about personal truths. Swords is air energy also. Right? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And I see a lot of Gemini, so could be dealing with a Gemini. Or simply, that's, the energy that you're entertaining at this time is this creating boundaries and not entertaining that which doesn't fit in your world, right? And also, I just noticed he has the Ankh in his hand here, right? I have that symbol on my finger right here, but it's kind of faded. But yeah, he has the Ankh in his hand. And having that key of life, it's like, this is the key of life. This is the thing that's unlocking a new life for you, right? Something that does feel fulfilling. Something that is your wish fulfillment, right? Something that flows into your world. So, with all that being said, I'm going to see what Kali has to say about all this with my Kali Oracle deck. I think it's cool because Kali in Hindu traditions is recognized as both a demon and a goddess, right? She's the essence of creation and destruction. She's also the first vampire in all of history, which I think is sick. There's this story where, because she's Shiva's wife, right, the god of war, and there's this story where she has to fight this demon, right, and every time she cuts this fool's head off and the blood hits the ground, another one of him sprouts up, right? And she's trying to kill this guy. He's like super evil or whatever. But she notices every time his blood touches the ground, another one of him pops up. And so in her rage and in her need to stop this evil, from progressing, she starts drinking his blood so it doesn't touch the ground, right? And so every version of him there's like a bunch of them, right? So if you see depictions of her, she has a lei, right? Like you'd see in Hawaii, but instead of flowers, it's heads, right? And then his arms are her skirt, and then she's just covered in pieces of his body. It's brutal, okay? But like Hinduism is dope because it recognizes like the beauty and the light and the dark and whatever. Anyway, so so that Vishnu, Shiva's brother, the god of creation, looks at Shiva and he's like, "Well, you gotta get your girl. Like, she's going on a bloodlust. She's killing everything in sight. She already killed that guy, and she's looking for more blood. Like, she is on a roll, you know." And Shiva's like, "Fuck, you're right. Okay." So he goes down and he goes to stop her, and she's in a bloodlust. She's not paying attention to who's around her. And he's like, "Hey, babe." And she turns around. "What?" Hacks his head off, right? Kills him. And then she has like this sobering moment where she realizes she just killed her husband. And she's like, "Oh, fuck. Oh, no." And so she and of course I'm paraphrasing, but then so she brings him back to life, because she's a goddess and she can do that, but the thing about Kali is that she is, her intentions are for like the betterment of the world, of people and all that. However, she could be perceived as being very like dark and morbid, and however, her heart's in the right place. She's vanquishing demons, but so I feel that understanding Kali is important, right? Especially if you're sitting in the King of Swords energy, because it's like you have to understand there are going to be situations in your life where you're going to have to be cold, where you're going to have to be callous, where you're going to have to stand your fucking ground, and you're going to have to like cut down that which tries to come against you, right? And I don't mean that in the literal sense, but you know what I mean. And with the King of Cups, I do see that you have like this same kind of duality about you, where you have this softer, loving side, this compassionate, and it's like, but you know how to get into that King of Swords energy real fucking fast, right? So let's see what Kali has to say. Yes, this is a perfect depiction of her, right? Half demon, half goddess, right? And it's, yeah, so I feel that energy in you as well. I feel that duality within you. Like, do you know when it's appropriate to bring out what side of you? And that is beautiful. It's like having integrated your shadow and your light together, so that rather than being enemies of each other, they're comrades, right? Like your shadow is integrated. That's what I'm trying to get at here. Baba Turini. When momentum is building and you do not know how to stop fueling the fire or reverse the damage, Kali brings grace and freedom from negative patterning and stubborn mindsets resistant to change. Now is a powerful time for spiritual work and healing practices. She will support the work, and much growth can come from it. The storm shall be gentled, and you shall emerge unharmed. And this taps back into that the Four Swords energy. I feel that that's a strong message for you. Right now, taking care of yourself, loving on yourself, that's important, Lalita Tripura Sundari. A chapter in your life is closing and will not be reopened. This will be reason for celebration. Whatever you need to release right now shall create the space for what is divinely destined for you to manifest through her grace. You shall enjoy a change of pace and a release from intensity. Open your heart to the beginning of a golden era. Khadga. A predestined series of events is due to occur according to divine timing. This has been orchestrated at a higher level to integrate the paths of people with whom you have soul contracts in this lifetime, right? Queen of Cups, King of Cups. Trust in the doors that close just as much as in the doors that open for you as a result. And that is what I have for you. Namaste. I love you guys, and I will see you later.